Welcome to Siege Survival Gloria Victis. It's a pretty niche sort of game. I don't think too many people are going to be interested because of the way it's designed. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. It's just one of those games that will probably have a very, very niche audience. I accepted a key for this game because they invited me through Keymailer to play the preview, which features around 50% of the game, lasting maybe 3 or 4 hours. So I didn't actually play all of it because of what happened. I'll explain in the video. But it's a game that I don't feel has too much replayability. The full game's probably going to be about 8 hours of gameplay. It is scheduled to release in Q2 2021, so some point within the first half of the year. And I have absolutely no idea what price tag is going to be put on this game. So I jumped into the game, and it's basically you start off in a castle. You have one person, there's another person there with you, like characters that are playable. And you basically have to do a couple of quests, like get some food and stuff, and that sort of thing to help this person feel better, then you're allowed to control them. And I'm not going to go into too much detail with everything, so it's not like spoilers. This stuff you will experience at the very beginning of the game. But you end up having 2 playable characters from as far as I got into the game, and you have to basically build things like campfire, workshops and stuff like that, so that you can basically use the resources you're going to find outside the castle to make weaponry for the people that are fighting, because there is a constant war going on. Like every 3 in-game days, you will have an attack that happens, and providing you've sent resources and stuff, your soldiers will do better, and you basically just need to defend your castle from it. The game is a little bit, I'm not going to say challenging, but it's a game that you need to have a strategy to. And if you play it a couple of times, you will get used to it. But one of my characters died. My animals died because you get a pigsty and the chicken coop so that you can basically feed the animals, the chickens lay their eggs and stuff, and you get fertilizer from the pigs so that you can have a additional resources sort of thing, so that you can make some different stuff. And not only that, you can eat the eggs because there's a survival sort of mechanic to the game as well, where you need to sleep well, you need to eat, you need to drink, and you need to do that for all characters because they can actually die from it. My character, one of them, died from starvation and thirst. My pigs also died from starvation as well. But basically the whole premise of the game is you look after your castle, you build the workshops and everything, then it's got a full day and night cycle. As soon as it hits nighttime, you will choose when you have multiple characters, for example, for one of them to sleep in the bed or to sleep on the ground or something, and then the other one can go out scavenging the city. You can take supplies with you, like torches and shovels and stuff, to progress to different areas. Once you are out in the city, the resources and things you can find don't update. Like, once you've cleared an area, you've cleared an area. There's no recycle on different resource piles that you can go and look through and try and find materials and stuff. There's none of that, so you eventually need to start crafting shovels and torches to burn corpses, and shovels to basically move debris out of the way so you can go to different areas. There are several areas on the map. Some of them will be more rich in things like wood and building materials, others might be rich in food. So it's a little bit of strategy mixed with survival mechanic. They've also got I'm not going to say city building, there's this kind of base building where you have to build the workshops, you can upgrade them and everything. And it is a pretty good, it's a good little game. But as I said, I don't think it would last too long. It's one of those games you're going to play once, maybe twice, if you want to go back through it, if you think you have a better strategy or something. But the replayability isn't really there. It runs smooth. There were no performance issues or anything like that, no lag. It all played perfectly. And as I said, they only gave me about 50% of the game, although I am grateful for that. I'm not complaining on that front. 50% of the game set to last about 3 or 4 hours, and then when the game releases, you'll have double that, obviously, about 7, maybe 8 hours of gameplay, depending how you're playing it. There are a couple of other features, like when you're scavenging the city, there will be guards that roam around some areas, and you need to be careful. You can hide in bushes. There's a trader that you can trade with, although with the trader, they seem to not be willing to trade unless you give them a good amount of stuff in return. And if the guards do notice you, you have to try and run away unless you can get yourself some weapons at some point in the game, because I'm pretty sure they will hit you and either heavily wound you or possibly kill you. I'm not entirely sure, because every time I got caught by a guard I managed to escape back to the castle. But you go out during the night time, you do your scavenging, You basically help your characters to survive. I think there are like several characters you can get at some point in the game. But yeah, that's like a mini review on the playtime that I had. As I said, pretty good game. I might come back and check it out now that I've had some experience with it. I kind of know what I'm doing, so my survival rate would be a lot better. But we will have to see. And as I said, it's scheduled to release in Q2 2021, although that's not final. It could have delays or something like that. But on that note, we're going to leave the video there. Let me know your thoughts and stuff about it in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it.